Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharudip Mandir. And of course, our Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So, we are in the period of Navratri, and of course, at Maharudip Mandir, we continue our yagna and our worship to Devi Ma. Throughout the program today, I'll be giving you some highlights on what's happening over the next few days, as well as we continue to celebrate the season of Navratri. I'd like to introduce you to our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma, for our pravachan this morning. Bless you.
बारंबार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
मैया करे बारंबार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
हे दुर्गा की चौथी सुभावनी सिंहवाहिनी सुखदायिनी
दुर्गा की जगती संभावनी सिंहवाहिनी सुखदायिनी
काली दुष्टों को संभावनी सुखकारिणी भवतारिणी
काली दुष्ट संभावनी सुखकारिणी भवतारिणी
माता की महिमा बड़े अपरंपार
माता की महिमा भरी अपरंपार
दाता है जो सुख होता होतार
दाता है जो सुख होता होता
नामले बारंबार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता माँ सुन ले मेरी पुकार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
माँ सुन ले मेरे पुकार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
हे माता के कोई पुकारता माँ अम्बिका जगदम्बिका
माता की कोई पुकारता माँ अंबिका जगदम्बिका
हे उसी कोई दीवारता मेरी दासता माँ शारदा
उसे है कोई दीवारता देवी दासता माँ शारदा
हो शक्ति के नाम रो मैंने
ओ शक्ति के नाम भरो भयनी
हो शेरा वाली सब रूप दे
ओ शेरा वाली सब रूप रे
हे दुर्गाए बारंबार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता माँ सुन ले मेरी पुकार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
माँ सुन ले मेरे पुकार जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता
जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता जय भवानी जय अम्बे माता Devotees of Mahishasura, as he comes and he stands in front of the Devi, and he sees the one who he has tormented in so many occasions and so many times, he sees them smiling at him as if laughing. And so as he looks on all the sides, the same Devas who ran as cowards, they all ran away in fear when he entered into the great battlefield, when he sent the different generals that he had, and they all had to run and flee. He thought indeed that this must be someone most special. But as the Devas themselves shouted, Nihato dhanava viksha patito charna gano nihata sainyaka sarve tatra kaisarna balata. That victory unto you, O Divine Mother. They began to play upon the drums, they began to ring the bell in victory towards the Divine Mother, and so we should hear it mentally in our minds. And so when Mahishasura, he looks down, it is said that an anger itself entered into his face, that a frown itself entered upon his face. And in such manner, it is indicated that he came and he assumed different forms, so he thought indeed that he may be able to destroy this form that he had never ever seen in life. She was so beautiful to behold. She was mesmerizing him. But she seems to have all of the weapons of all of the devas. She held the gourd of Ganesh, she held the Trishul of Bhagwan Shankar, she held the mace of Bhagwan Narayan, she held the chakra, the spinning wheel of the Lord Narayan. She held all of these various weapons, the pass is a noose, of Yamadharmaraj. She saw her seated right upon the Singha, this lion, seated upon in such manner. She appeared to be something out of this world that he had never was able to comprehend, as per Ved Vyasji. And so, as he looks by and he looks upon the battlefield, that the battlefield was, as per Ved Vyasji, that there was blood that was spewed on all sides. His entire army itself, they were all defeated, and the rest who were not defeated, they were cowering with fear. In which Mahishasura said that enter and go. Then they went reluctantly, because they decided that if they don't go, Mahishasura was going to destroy them. So it is better if they die at the hands of the divine rather than to die at the hands of Mahishasura. Mahish itself means a buffalo. Mahishasura means one who would have the qualities of a buffalo. And so he was born in such manner to torment the righteous. Vyasji Maharaj comes and indicates that as this King Mahishasura, when he comes and he enters in the battlefield and he begins his discussion, he comes in front of Devi and he says that he knows that death is imminent. For anyone in this world, they will leave. But at least leave a legacy. Devotees, Ved Vyasji Maharaj, he continues by saying, the battle itself between Mahishasura and Mamba. O Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi,
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Ratapavishtate Yurasrivati Vanadharmadhara Jaina Parikrito Devi Jagamatagapita Jagadamba Devi Jagadamba Devi Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Devotees, Ved Vyasji Maharaj says to King Janamajai that a battle itself began with Mahishasura. He comes and he takes many different arrows and he shoots it at the Divine Mother. Will it be of any match? It is said that he tries to shoot off the weapons that were there, but it was of no avail. Ved Vyasji Maharaj continues by saying, Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Manoyagyam Rupamanya Maninina Manoharam Tamagatam Brahma Jagadamba Devi. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Oh Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi.
Oh Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi.
Oh Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi.
Ma Sharda Devi, Mahalakshmi Devi. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Ma Sharda Devi, Mahalakshmi Devi, Jai Guru Jagadamba Devi.
There is a Devi, as Maharaj states that the Devi blew upon a Shankha as the bells and stuff began to ring on all sides. Sukham Sanyojam Rinam Nasam Yogi Bhavediha Sanyoga Bauddha Bhinna Prema Chirgushaha Vedantu Priti Hetu Jana Bhaisavotadesha Tatra Priti Bhavanadhyo Katha Namyathamati Mata Pitrena Esho Putrena Sanyogastutam Sutaha Vratur Bhasa Tata Yoga Karanya Satyagaho Mata Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi, Jai Guru Jagadamba Devi.
Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi. Jagadamba Devi, Jagadamba Devi. Jai Bolo Jagadamba Devi. Devotees have said that Mahishasura, he comes and he uses many different type of trick. And as he comes and he uses many of these different type of trick to try and persuade the Divine Mata to try and remove the weapons that were there on her hands, it was of no use. And as he tried in many different ways, every time he tried to attack her from every side, you see.
My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and certainly it has brought blessings to you on this holy season of Navaratri as we continue our worship to Devi Ma at Maharajadip Mandir. This evening we are going to be meeting at 6:30 to 8 p.m. and tomorrow we celebrate Durga Ashtami with the 9 Kanyas and the 1 little boy. So please, if you would like to perform the puja, the Kanya Puja, please do join us tomorrow evening. We will begin at 6:30 and we will conclude at 8:30 tomorrow. So if you'd like to join us, please contact me and I'll let you know what you need to do to prepare for the puja for tomorrow. Of course, Navaratri will continue up until October 4th, where we'll be ending the celebrations with our puja. Again, each evening, 6:30 to 8. So we hope to see you for one of these sessions. In celebration of Navaratri, I hope you enjoy this next item.
Devotees, to bring them towards an end, it tells us that Ved Vyashi Maharaj states that this Mahishasura, when he realized that it was not possible to defeat this demon, this Devi, this Divine Mother, that he dropped all of his weapons and he put it upon the ground and he said, allow me to become your slave, but do one thing, marry me. This is what he says. All of the riches that I have, I own jurisdiction on all sides here. Marry me and all of this will belong to you, because I need someone powerful like myself. Devotees indicated that he's looking at a form of where all the devas himself, they're all embodied within. And when she comes out now, even appearing to be more ferocious, yet with a beautiful musukani, a most divine smile. It is said as the devas themselves, they are thinking that what is going to happen. And when this Mahishasura realized that all of the sweet talk that he was trying was going to be of no avail, when he looked around and he saw that there was no one else on his army, for all had been slain. All who was not slain from his army, they were all on the opposite side. They were all seeking the asylum, they were all seeking the protection of the Devi. And so it is indicated that he came and he assumed the form of death, a most drastic form. And so even the Devas themselves, they became scared. The saints and the sages, they became scared also. When they saw this form, this most mighty, this most hideous and this most powerful form, that it seems to be reaching and touching the sky. And they thought, was it possible that the Divine Mother, Ma Chandika Devi, is it possible that she will be defeated? Devotees in such manner, she just smiles as she looks as Mahishasura continues growing and growing and growing in a more hideous form. And so the Devas themselves, they became afraid. The sages and saints, they also became afraid. They let down their guard and hence they entertained some doubt in their mind. They dropped upon their knees and it says that, oh Divine Mother, what will happen now? Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jai Papa Vinashini Bahupalade.
Jaya Papa Vinashini Bahupalade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jai Shumba Nishumba Kapala Dare.
Shumbani Shumba Kapala Dhare.
Jai Shumba Nishumba Kapala Dare.
Jaya Shumbani Shumba Kapala Dhare.
Namami tu Devi Nararti Hare.
Pranamami tu Devi Narati Hare.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jai Chandra Trivakar Netra Dare. Jai Chandra Trivakar Netra Dare. Jai Pavat Bhujita Vatra Bhare. Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jai Bhairava De Anilina Pare. Jai Bhairava De Anilina Pare. Jai Andak Dhaitya Vishesha Kare. Jai Andak Dhaitya Vishesha Kare. Jai Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade.
Jaya Bhagavati Devi Namo Varade. Devotees Ved Vyasi Maharaj, as he concludes that as the sages and saints, as they all dropped upon their knees, it is indicated that from the form of the Divine Mother, Jayakala Bhairava Deha Nilina Pare, that a ferocious Kala Bhairava came from that form. The form of Mother Kali emanated And all of the host of Devis, when we perform prayer, we perform Chaunsati Yoginis, the Ashtamatrikas, all of the principal forms of the Divine Mother, they all came and they made a complete ring of where the Divine Mother, she laughs so loud. It is as if lightning itself began to strike from above. Even in this most serious form, where Vyasi Maharaj indicates the battle began between both of them. And so, Ved Vyasi indicates that indeed, who would be the victor? Who would be the victor of this? Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani, Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani,
Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani,
Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani,
O Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani,
Durga Bhavani Ma Kali 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 Bhavani,
Jagat Janani, Jagat Janani Ma Ambe Bhavani.
O Jagat Janani Ma.
My dear viewers, we are at the corporate segment. It gives me the greatest honor to introduce you to Kamal Ji from Lotus Funeral Home, our host for the corporate segment.
My name is Kamal Bardwaj, and I'm the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. I'm also a licensed funeral director. With longer lives and advances in medical science, it is quite common for a loved one with a terminal diagnosis to live for an extended period of time. This means that a terminal illness death is more of a process than an occurrence. The process can encompass the entire family, including the person with the illness. In fact, grief may actually begin well before the actual death. When the time actually comes, the feeling of helplessness and that comes with being a caregiver may be replaced with one of guilt, since there may also be a feeling of relief. At the time, caregivers and families may feel empty with the daily challenges of caring for their loved ones. Remember, the person you are trying to help has been through a long and difficult process. The grief is complicated, and the loved ones experiencing it need support and understanding. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center and at Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, we operate 7 days a week and 24 hours a day. Our crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to leave our building in cold or bad weather for a cremation. For Hindu families, we provide all the puja items, including fresh leaves and a havan kund. Kirtan groups can be provided, if needed, along with all the instruments provided by Lotus Funeral. We are centrally located for families in the west and for families in the east. For more information, please contact me from the telephone number on the screen. Thank you for watching, and see you next week on Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life.
My dear viewers, we are at the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed this morning's segment. And of course, I know that it's getting colder, so it's getting a little bit more difficult to get out of bed on Sunday mornings to join us here at Maharujadiv Mandir or any other temple. But we have to make the effort. And of course, when you make that effort, you will be truly blessed when you come and you worship together with us. So we hope to see you for one of these sessions, the Navratri sessions, as we continue to worship Devi Ma for these 10 sessions. And of course, we're concluding on October 4th. Durga Ashtami will be tomorrow. So please, it's a Sunday evening. Please join us. We're again meeting this evening as well. If you'd like to come this evening, please join us 6:30 to 8 p.m. Would like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharujadiv Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible.
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
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 काली जगन्माता दुर्गे 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 काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
काली जगन्माता 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 दुर्गे काली जगन्माता
काली जगन्माता दुर्गे काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
जय दुर्गा लक्ष्मी सरस्वती काली जगन्माता
जय जगदम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
ओ जय जगदम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय जगदम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
ओ जय जगदम्बे मैया जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय जय दुर्गे मैया
जय लक्ष्मी मैया जय जय लक्ष्मी मैया
ओ जय जय लक्ष्मी मैया जय जय लक्ष्मी मैया
ओम जय जय काली मैया जय जय काली मैया
ओ जय जय काली मैया जय जय काली मैया
जय जगदम्बे मैया